I was doing nothing but telling the truth. I heard her say it, and I repeated it. I'm grown, and I do what I want. You know who I am. I'm Jackie Christie. That ain't gonna change.
Just when many people thought the divorce drama between Jackie Christie and Doug Christie was finally settling down, the situation took an unexpected turn. What started as a marital split quickly became a headline-grabbing legal battle that left fans shocked and confused. Jackie didn't just file for divorce. Reports claimed that she also sought an astonishing $300 million in spousal support, a figure so large that it immediately sparked debate online. The amount alone was enough to make people question what was happening behind the scenes. However, the story became even more surprising when the case was dismissed, leading many to wonder how everything fell apart so quickly. What caused Jackie to ask for such a huge settlement? Why was the case thrown out? And what role?
One of these lunatic, jughead, simple had the audacity to say what?
That you were caught tooting some back in 1987 or something back in the day.
Ask me, and I'll tell you no. I done a lot, okay? But prostitution ain't one.
If any, did Doug play in the outcome? To understand the controversy, it's important to look back at how one of basketball's most talked about marriages reached this point. For years, Jackie and Doug Christie were considered one of the strongest couples in professional basketball. Their relationship stood out in a world where celebrity marriages often face constant pressure. They appeared deeply committed to each other and frequently spoke about the importance of loyalty, trust, and family. Jackie was known for being heavily involved in Doug's life and career. She attended games, supported his professional decisions, and helped manage different aspects of their public image. Wherever Doug went, Jackie was often right there beside him. Doug, on the other hand, built a reputation as a devoted husband. Stories about his dedication to Jackie became well known among fans. Their relationship was often presented as an example of love.
But you better keep your ass in that seat, tramp. That's what you better do. You right, Dumbo ears. Yeah, I got a lot of husbands about these ears. Get a husband. That 48-year-old been working. You right.
Lasting commitment, and many people admired the way they seemed to put each other first. From the outside, everything looked perfect. However, as time passed, rumors began to surface suggesting that their relationship might not be as flawless as it appeared. Critics questioned whether their bond was built entirely on love or whether there was an element of control involved. Some observers claimed that Jackie was extremely protective of Doug and closely monitored many parts of his personal and professional life. At first, these comments were dismissed as gossip. Every high-profile couple faces rumors, and many fans continued to believe their marriage was stronger than ever. Then things changed. One of the biggest turning points came when Jackie publicly accused Doug of being unfaithful. The allegations surprised many people.
I don't want to keep doing this. I think it's beneath me. The truth was put out there. You hear my side and that person's side. And here we are having to address it yet again. Despite all the accusations, I still hold out hope that we can move on like grown women.
Because it directly challenged the image they had spent years building. Their marriage had always been associated with trust and loyalty, so hearing claims of cheating caught fans completely off guard. The accusation raised a lot of questions. Was Doug truly unfaithful, or was there more to the story than the public knew? Since neither side revealed every detail, speculation quickly spread across social media and entertainment news platforms. Regardless of what really happened, the accusation marked a major shift in their relationship. What once seemed like an unbreakable partnership was now showing serious cracks. Soon after, Jackie made a move that generated even more attention. She reportedly filed a claim seeking $300 million in spousal support. According to her argument, she had devoted years of her life to supporting Doug's career and helping build the life they shared. She believed that her contributions played a significant role.
I got you $20 and you better take this mother money. Anybody got a molly up in here? Anybody got a molly for this bitch? Let me find my $20. Hold on, unwrinkle that for me, will you, OG? Let me put my lipstick back in my purse, because this hoe needs some money with my old ass and my big ears. Get that bitch that $20.
In his success, and that she deserved compensation for the sacrifices she had made along the way. Jackie maintained that she had put many of her own goals on hold while helping manage business opportunities, public appearances, and family responsibilities. From her perspective, the lawsuit wasn't simply about money. She viewed it as recognition for years of effort, support, and commitment. However, the legal system did not view the case in the same way. The court reportedly dismissed the claim, leaving many observers surprised. Given the size of the demand and the public attention surrounding the case, people expected a lengthy legal battle. Instead, the lawsuit was shut down much sooner than anticipated. This immediately led to questions about what had happened inside the courtroom. According to reports, Doug's legal team presented evidence that challenged the foundation of Jackie's claims. While the exact details were not fully disclosed, it was said that documents and financial information played a major role in the court's decision. The situation became even more difficult for Jackie when additional information reportedly surfaced about her financial status. Doug's attorneys argued that Jackie was financially secure and capable of supporting herself. They presented records that allegedly showed she had multiple income sources, investments, business interests, and substantial assets of her own. These revelations changed the public conversation. The lawsuit had initially created the impression that Jackie was facing serious financial difficulties following the breakdown of the marriage. However, the evidence presented in court reportedly suggested otherwise. Instead of appearing financially dependent on Doug, Jackie was portrayed as a successful businesswoman with considerable resources. Doug's legal team emphasized that Jackie had built her own brand over the years and had established ventures in several industries. Their argument was simple: she was not struggling financially and therefore did not require the enormous amount of support she was requesting. The court ultimately agreed and dismissed the case. For Jackie, the ruling was a significant setback. Not only did she fail to secure the support she sought, but public opinion also began to shift. Many people who had initially sympathized with her started questioning the purpose of the lawsuit. As news of the court's decision spread, social media platforms quickly filled with reactions. Some supporters continued to defend Jackie, arguing that her contributions to the marriage should not be overlooked. Others, however, viewed the situation differently. Critics wondered why someone with successful businesses and substantial assets would seek such a large financial settlement. They questioned whether the lawsuit was genuinely about fairness and recognition, or whether it was an attempt to secure an even larger share of wealth after the marriage ended. The debate continues, and many questions remain unanswered. What is clear, however, is that the relationship once viewed as one of basketball's strongest partnerships has become the subject of intense public scrutiny. Whether new details emerge or the story finally comes to an end, the divorce battle between Jackie and Doug Christie has already become one of the most talked-about celebrity breakups in recent memory. If you thought Jackie was ready to walk away after the court's decision, think again. The controversy was far from over. As criticism continued to grow, Jackie found herself at the center of a major public relations storm. What she may have seen as a fight for fairness quickly became a debate about her motives and credibility. The conversation was no longer just about the lawsuit itself. People were now questioning why the case had been filed in the first place. Legal analysts and commentators soon joined the discussion. Many pointed out that winning a claim of that size would have been extremely difficult without strong evidence showing financial dependence. According to some experts, the case faced serious challenges from the very beginning. Others went even further, arguing that the lawsuit may never have had a realistic chance of succeeding in court. Then another twist added fuel to the controversy. Doug's legal team responded publicly and pushed back against the narrative surrounding the case. They suggested that the lawsuit was not driven by financial need, but was instead a calculated move that would keep attention focused on Jackie and the ongoing drama. That statement sparked even more discussion online. Within hours, social media users were sharing their opinions, debating every detail, and choosing sides. The situation quickly became one of the most talked-about celebrity stories of the moment. Supporters of Jackie argued that she had spent years helping build the life and success she shared with Doug. They believed her contributions deserved recognition and felt she had every right to seek compensation if she believed she had been treated unfairly. Critics saw things differently. They argued that the court's decision spoke for itself and questioned why such a large amount of money had been requested. To them, the lawsuit looked less like a fight for justice and more like an attempt to secure a financial windfall. The public debate continued to grow, with strong opinions coming from both sides. Just when it seemed the story was finally beginning to fade from the headlines, Jackie made another move that immediately grabbed attention. She posted a mysterious message on social media. The post was brief, but it was enough to send people into a frenzy. Because the message was vague and open to interpretation, followers began analyzing every word and trying to figure out what she meant. Before long, theories started spreading everywhere. Some people wondered whether Jackie was planning to challenge the court's decision. Others believed she might be preparing to reveal new information about her relationship with Doug. There were also those who thought the post was simply a way to keep public interest alive while the story remained in the spotlight. Whatever her intention, the message succeeded in getting people talking again. Many observers noted that Jackie has never been known for staying silent. Throughout her public career, she has built a reputation for speaking her mind and standing her ground, even when facing criticism. Because of that, few people expected her to simply disappear from the conversation after losing such a high-profile case. The bigger question, however, was whether she had any realistic legal options left. Opinions remained divided. Some legal experts believe the court's ruling left very little room for a successful comeback. They argue that unless significant new evidence emerges, reversing the decision would be extremely difficult. In their view, the main issues that led to the dismissal of the case would still exist if the matter returned to court. Others believe there could be different paths available. Rather than pursuing another lengthy legal battle, some suggest that a private agreement between Jackie and Doug might be a possibility. Negotiations outside the courtroom could potentially allow both sides to reach a resolution without attracting additional public attention. Of course, that possibility raises another important question. Would Doug even be interested in discussing a settlement? Unlike Jackie, Doug has remained largely silent throughout the controversy. He has avoided public arguments,